Natalie. Oh
Thank
my
you, Kristen.
gosh. I'm so excited to be here with you today. You are always a highlight of my day when I get to talk to you.
Well, it's ditto. Double ditto back to you on that too. We're going to
So,
explore, and I want
yeah.
to use your articulation and the way that the way you've been there and you've moved forward. You're like a year and a half ahead of me, and you're such a beautiful mirror because you're positive like me. You see the good in everything and everyone, and you're not afraid to be imperfect, which pleases the heck out of me because everybody we all have that little bit of we wait till we get this and this and this. So I really love that about you. I can really feel your heart
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
your mastery, you know?
I need 1,000 of you in my life. Let me just say that. 1,000 of you. And I get to see you soon.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
I'm gonna be there in a few weeks.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe it?
Yeah, my sister. Hey, you're winning all day long. I'm flying my sister in from living with my mom for a while to hang out in my cool forest place, and watch the little kitty cats and have her own little pad for a while. So she's like, "Thank you, Kristen." So, you know, paying for her round trip flight. So my sister's like, I already like Kristen already. So it's a win win. You don't know the ripple that you make in the world.
Isn't that amazing? I love that for us. I love that for
Yeah.
her. Oh, where are the cats? Are they around?
They're in the other room right now. I've got cat TV on for them. Yep.
Oh my god, no, you need to have them, like, crawling on you when
They
you
they were they were. Did you see when we were when they were crawling? I was holding one because it crawled right up on my. What they do is they walk on the laptop and then everything goes everywhere. And they walk on the keyboard and I'm holding them. They might be in here. No, no, no. They just ate, so they're napping a little bit. But
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh my
yeah,
gosh, so cute. Well, all right. For everybody who doesn't know who I am for some reason, what's up, everybody? My name is Kristen Gutierrez, and I am a sales and marketing ninja. And depending on
hmm
who I'm talking to or what the day is, that's going to sound and look a little bit different, but that's what keeps life interesting, isn't it, Natalie?
yep, yep.
And well, on Instagram, I didn't call us anything here. This just says live restream. So
Okay.
live with Natalie Schubert. Okay. Um, I know Natalie as a quantum healing hypnotherapist,
Yep.
but I know as all good things do, you evolve and change. So, Natalie, tell us a little bit about who you are in your own words.
So I've been doing quantum healing hypnotherapy for 16 years. And I've evolved in this sense because when you're doing this for so long and with thousands and thousands of people you've watched have a personal transformation in one day and pivot their life, you start to see patterns. You start to get such deep insights that people come and they get a pivot, but they don't know how to land and walk is that new in that new transformative space. And so I'm people are looking for the bridge. They've moved over the bridge, but how do they walk into the new self? And that's why I want to be like the activator of not only just the activator of the extraordinary self and the best self, but a place between the two worlds to land. So I kind of see myself as like the integration architect for the spiritual gangsters, that are the awakened ones.
Integration architect
Yeah. Yep.
for the spiritual
Spiritual gangsta.
gangsters. Okay.
Because I'm
Got
playful that way. Because we take life way too seriously. I've been the master of both worlds. I've been the captain in the Air Force. I got the master's degree in aeronautical science. I did all that. I was a millionaire. I had 50 properties in real estate, and I felt nothing. All of that I thought was supposed to make me happy, was supposed to bring me a fulfillment of success, and it was so empty. And I
Oh,
thought, well, what the heck? I won the door. I won. I did all the stuff, you know, and I felt very empty. And so I was like, I won the door prize pretty young, like in my mid 30s. So I was like, yeah, no. What else? There's a reason why we're here, and it ain't that. I missed the boat. I thought I got the memo. I thought I was the good girl, did it right. And no, I missed the curve all the way around. So
oh,
there was a balance. There was an internal and this internal thing, I was like, okay, what? You close your eyes, it's quiet. That's it. That's what's doing it for you. I was really not understanding that connection, and so now I meet people all the time that are like, something is happening. I'm starting to perceive things differently, and I feel it's a very isolating journey. People having their own spiritual awakening, and so I just wrote a book called "You're Awake Now What."
Oh, cool. Is it in Amazon?
It's not. It's not published just yet because I'm in the finesse. I finished it, but now it's in the finessing, and I it just I'm messing with it a lot, right? It's like, okay, is there too much in there? Bring it down a little, that kind of thing. So, but I've got the cover all finished and it's all set up and that's all done. But it's a very solitary journey, and that's why I want to be the guide and bring back the playfulness. And because as an adult, it's the magic, it's the wonderment, it's the spark, it's the inspiration that creates and allows of all of us to walk into that path. And we have these survival programs we came in, whether you're a perfectionist, you tried that on, or you're a people pleaser. These are all survival programs that we learn to be in the world, and that's no longer supported in the energies we're in. It's we're allowed to let that go and move out of the first chakra and like feel in our heart and be in the world in our heart's work and not have to be in the stuff that we're supposed to do to pay the bills kind of energy anymore.
Oh my God. Like when you guys hear Natalie talk, don't you just want to like everything you're saying? I'm like, yes, I don't even know what half of it means, but yes.
Yes, that feels amazing.
I'm still stuck on I have a master's degree in
Aeronautical science.
Aeronautical science, and I owned 50 rental homes and heart chakra. That's what I heard.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that footnote. I love it. Yeah, and when I get excited, I probably talk a little fast as well. So
Well, we all do that.
yeah, talk a little faster. But so I'm moving out of quantum healing synergy, which has been my where I've embodied everything and all these years, to Natalie Ray. Okay, my nickname is Sunshine, and I'm like Natalie, kind of like it has that Rachel Ray kind of feel, like Natalie Ray, and I'm such a tomboy anyway. So NatalieRay.co is going to be my new embodiment of my new place.
Can we look at it right now?
It's just it was actually it was completely built on another automations high level, and I just got out of that, and I'm building on Funnel Gorgeous right now. So I've got a new helper, so it's starting from scratch, moving that over. So it's not built yet, but the domain it's going to be like coming soon in the domain, right? There's nothing there yet, but it's literally, this is like how the architect is being built right now for this. And there's so many aspects, Kristen, I wanted to pick your brain at, because I could use my book as an opportunity for people to get to know me and the work, and then kind of see other offerings I offer inside Natalie Ray, because this will be done in the next month, probably right after, maybe by the time we see each other. Or I could basically just start out with, hey, if you're already in this space, work with me. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I start at one spot or where do I start, at the end or the beginning, So I'm kind of looking at, I'm doing both, but I'm wanting to know how to present. Where do I focus the small and bring them in, or do I bring people into, just check out my website to see the 4 pillars that I talk about, and see if you want to work with me, which way is best?
Yes and yes.
Right? Yeah.
I think it's like a constant evolution.
Okay.
It's constantly evolving. Like even yesterday, I went to look at Say Yes and Figure It Out, and I deleted something I had added at the top, and I messed around with a few things, and I was like, you know what? Like, no, it's fine, because I'm constantly looking at other people's websites, and I'm like, ooh, that's broken on their website. Like, I wonder if they know, and like, I should remember to tell them. And
I do that too.
So I do think, like, that I'm on record saying my first year in business, which this is not yours, but like I made 6 figures. I cash collected over $100,000 without a website. So for everybody listening, don't overthink it. But now, last night, I bought 2 websites, right? Because then you start to like you collect them, because I decided to basically, like, more or less, like, I want to be known as the 2-hour masterclass queen.
Like, do you have a website with your name?
Yeah, KristenGutierrez.co. Yeah. But like, I don't even, it's being redirected somewhere else, because I constantly get like, I get this idea and then I redirect it. So that's my point for everybody, is like, I think it always needs to evolve. Otherwise, like, what happens? You have your Instagram linked, and then you change your Instagram user handle for whatever reason. And then your website's broken because just the Instagram link is not going to work. So I do think that once we have a website, we'll start to collect more website URLs, and we should constantly every quarter or so just reevaluate our. I have like 18 different websites and nobody could find them all.
And so I want your opinion on this too, is that I was taught that you really want to move away from a corporate name, kind of like Quantum Healing Synergy. Nobody's really going to be a fan of that as much as you, or that you're, even though, they're not, you're just the person that's holding space for that, and they identify with you in that space. And that, so that names like that, more personal names, is easier if that's going to be just your deal.
Yeah.
So I know that you have a collage of many things, like the name of your books and things like that. So
Well, yeah, so you and I know a lot of the same people, and somebody really smart who owns a web agency, he told me in a room of other people, have it be your name, have it be your name. And he's the one that told me that I think told you, if it's not .com, it's .co.
Okay. Jason? Was it Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, cool. And then I only in the last couple of months, I was like, oh, let me redirect my site. But now I think that's why I went into Say Yes and figured out last night, because I do need to rebuild KristenGutierrez.co. And that would be kind of what you're saying, right?
There's my cat, and my cat was getting into stuff, so I had to get up. Don't mind me. I was getting up to get my cat. He was getting into my vase. Sorry. I'm back.
Real life lives.
Real life, man. It was like gonna topple over the vase. I'm like, Dad, not having that. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, he got down once he saw you.
He did. Yeah, he saw me get up, because they do that. They get, anyway. That's kitty cats, but I love them.
Now, are you gonna start walking again?
No. Oh, I'm just standing up. That would be annoying on a recording. Yeah,
no, try it. We'll see.
Yep. Everybody needs one of these, man. There's a little standing desk that you can walk as well. So good.
I know. After this, I have a podcast, and then after that, I'm going on my walk. But yes, I think that's why I said yes and yes, because I think that we just need to constantly don't put all your eggs in the basket. Like, a website won't magically draw people to you. The thing that will is ads. And without spending money on ads, the thing that will is showing up organically and authentically and vulnerably online. And then, a website, even still, like, the conversion is in the DMs, the conversion's at a masterclass, the conversion's at, in person or from a stage. So
do you know what I've decided to do to kind of partner with that idea?
What?
My own clients that I spend 5 hours with, they're extraordinary. They're an extraordinary space, and a lot of them are very magical, like really interesting. And I said, we got to do a little talk. We got to do a little podcast together, you and I, talking about these are the things that everybody's asking in my group, And so I'm now gathering people. That one guy just flew in from San Francisco just to be with me for 5 hours live, and he's an extraordinary man. And so we're gonna do a podcast. I just got an email between our little talks today of another lady. We're gonna do a podcast March 16th together, and she channels the divine, and she's been hiding since she was 16 years old. She's been doing this. She's 40 now, and she's finally going to come out, because in our session she was guided by a counsel on the other side. This is your time to shine. Come out of hiding. And I'm like, I'm going to be the first to partner with you on that.
That's so cool. So is your podcast started yet?
No, I've never done one before. So this is truly like happening this week. I've got 3 people that we're doing it. We're going to do it in March.
I love it. Yeah, that's how it starts. You just start at the beginning. You just start.
Yeah.
Right?
And we decided, thanks to you, Kristen, for saying, do it janky. Don't, because everybody wants to hear your vulnerability. They want to hear like the cat, they want to hear the real, not the super polished, they want to hear you. They want to hear your heart. They want to hear your personality. And so I told the girl, I said, there's not going to be like these bullets of what we're going to talk about, but the sense that we're going to think about our audience in mind and how they're like us and how they're looking for understanding, and they're so isolated. Yeah. And she's like, we're going to have a good time.
I know. I mean, basically, like, I think about this all the time. Like, podcasts are so easy now to get out there. They used to, back in the day, actually require some tech, but now it doesn't. Mm-hmm. I could take my VA team, I think, is going through and downloading all these lives after I go live, and then posting them into my Vimeo account. And then I have content upon content upon content. that you could repurpose into and package into a podcast. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm actually talking myself into it as we speak, because by not calling this an official podcast, I'm missing out on like a way to gather people into my orbit.
Yes.
And that's what this is. It's just
Yes.
an unedited, unpolished show up as a human looking like you look. Because
Yep.
it's the connection and it's that
Looking like
vulnerability.
you look. Yeah. You know, in all reality, I think I was the one that told you, Kristen. One of the things that charmed me about you is how you were on your mentors, thing going. Oh, I love my mentor. You were just totally no makeup and just totally like your. And I was like, oh, her energy is that's what I align with. Her energy all day long, her naturalness, her enthusiasm, her her optimism all day long. I was like, who is this person? And I started following you before we even met.
I love it. I know you told me, because when I met you in person, you were like, da 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 da.
You're like, I'm Kristen. I'm like, yeah, I know who
Okay,
you are. I
stalker.
already have a tab on my computer with it still open from your YouTube channel that I was stalking you on. Yep, I was like, oh, I want to learn from her. She's got something that I want, and that I can see. I can fall into that because you're similar energy like me. So I'm like, oh, I could just fall right into that. But yet you have a leadership and understanding, and you've been there, and you're performing. It's not just ethereal, it's not just conceptual. It's actually happening. And I'm like, yeah, all day long. Like, okay, you make a believer out of me.
Have you? Oh my God. You guys want to watch me make an offer to Natalie live? Have you run a masterclass recently or ever?
Yeah, I have run a master class, not super recently, like maybe 7, 8 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
how did it go?
It went really well, but everybody that showed up wanted the QHHT girl, which I was speaking of that and more. And so at the end of my master class, I wanted to share with them a whole like working together possibility, and they wanted they all wanted just the QHHT. They're like, we just want that, and I was moving out of that. So we met. So one of it, we ended up doing a trade. I had like 37 people on my master class, and I had 17 VIPs pay $47 to join, and we had it was only an hour and a half long. I didn't do 4 hours, or it was an hour and a half long. But we ended, they were clapping, and they said they had amazing, wonderful connection and time. We had a technical failure the first 15 minutes.
Love
My
it.
my MC couldn't get the chat to work. So she was
Oh,
asking everybody that was on the thing to help her for 15 minutes before I was even on. I'm like, "Oh my God. I couldn't believe anybody stayed." I thought everybody would just drop off. I was so shocked. Everybody stayed. So it was beautiful, but I did a trade with an artist in
okay.
Thailand that did a huge painting of me in an ethereal, like what she channeled my spirit. It is huge, and she sent it to me from Thailand, and it's
What?
like 4 feet tall. I'm gonna have to take it now. I'm gonna have to see it. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no,
it's
you
like
have to see
it's
it.
like 4 feet tall, 2 feet wide, and she charges $3,000 for this, but she did a trade with me, and so this, this is. Let me go. Here we go.
Oh,
Let me see if you could. There. This is my
fun.
portrait, my face here, and then she's like saw a rising blue phoenix coming out and all the sacred geometry, which is part of my awakening, which I didn't tell her that. And the galactic, my nickname is Galactic Girl. That's kind of like part of it too. And so this is huge.
That is
Absolutely.
so pretty.
Isn't it? It's soft and feminine. Isn't it amazing? And it has some, actually, she goes, I was actually guided to do even a little bit of a glitter feel on. So it's very
It's
interesting.
amazing. It looks
I
amazing. Is
That
that
came from
on
my
a
master
canvas?
class.
What? That's on a canvas?
That's on a canvas. Yeah, it's about an inch and
And
a
she
half.
sent that from Thailand?
She sent it from Thailand, and it was a monster at my doors. Like, and it came in like 2 weeks.
I would have thought like, oh, she'd put it on some poster board and like,
No, it's on a thick canvas.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
that was my first master class.
I remember you had a trade with somebody. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that's the first one and only one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Well, you hit on it. Like I am convinced the 2 hour or whatever, plus or minus the 2 hour
Right.
class is the way to go. And I'm going all in on that messaging, because I do believe we need one to many sales events to bring people into our orbit, whether they buy from us or not. It's a great opportunity to meet people and to have them tap into our zone of genius. And I mean, I can't. Like, everybody who knows me knows if I see a cat, that's it. It's like a squirrel. Like, I'm like, okay, the live is now over and we're going to see the show. But it's really cool.
Maverick. Yeah.
Natalie got these cats from a friend, right?
Yeah, from Tennessee, and when I went to a retreat.
Oh my gosh. And
Yeah, it was a spiritual retreat, and they were all over me, these 2 kittens. And when I was leaving, they said, "We better check your bags, make sure they don't go with you." Well, I can't believe Maverick's never this still. There we go. There we go. And they called me like a month later, and they said one of them has a little separation anxiety. When we traveled, we thought we were going to be able to leave them and just have somebody come and feed them, but no. And you work from home, so would you like them? I said, okay.
Oh yeah, and so then you're coming here, and so then you're
Yes.
Now, do they know your sister already?
No. Oh yeah, they did meet her at Christmas.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Maverick's trying to get on the feed. he's up there trying to get the computer. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's pets for us. I can't believe I'm going to see you in 3 weeks. That's going to be amazing. Thank you.
I'm so excited. I am really excited. I learned about this new platform yesterday from somebody I bought mentorship from, and it's kind of like this play. I'm going to teach you guys in the room how to use this platform. So just at like a 30,000 foot view, it helps you make decisions kind of about your life or your business, because it gives you. I was asking ChatGPT actually, why is it so effective? Like, why when it this like third party thing tells me, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? Or should I do this? Like, I mean, you ask it one question at a time. Why do I believe it so much? And they're like, well, because it's non-emotional and it's giving you, it doesn't know anything about you, yet it's giving you on what you should or shouldn't do. And it was go all in on my year-long mentorship, teach the 2-hour masterclass, and honor the room in March, the size it is. Because
no matter what.
Well, no matter what, but one of the questions I said is it in my higher good to focus on continuing to fill the March room, or allow it to be the size that it is? And
good question.
Yeah, it's a great question, because it's distracting otherwise, right?
Yeah. Right.
You know, I'm going to serve the people in the room, but the thing is, do I focus on it? And it said, no, don't focus on it. So if more people come, they come, but like now it allows me to just rest and say, okay, like the 6 or 7 or 8 of us that are going to be there, and I always knew it. That's 2.5 times more than my first event. So it's already going to be, I mean, the first event was incredible. This event with 8 people in the room is going to be amazing.
You know what, Kristen, you just asked, should I generate effort, which is a low and slow wave, or should I be an allower and just allow it to come and just beef into relax? Go. And so you literally becoming magnetized allower to trusting instead of you efforting to get it. And that's a high vibe maneuver.
Well, that's what else she was telling me. She was reading my human design.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm a generator. And if I try to sell, and I'm a salesperson, but I need to receive, not sell. And it's just so like, that's why I love what you do. It's like, I just believe in all of the things. And so yesterday's session really got me. So I love that you're reflecting on, because I don't know how to articulate that, but you practice that. So you notice.
Yes.
I love it.
So good, right?
Okay. Well, so are you still doing hypnotherapy or no?
Yes. It's my mainstay. Absolutely. And I will always do it, but I want to do it less. Like I'm doing it like 16 to 20 clients a month, and I want to move it down to like 5 to 6. So and actually, and just hopefully use that and go even more, partner with them even more. I'd rather work, like let's do a 5-week thing, really nourish it, more of a high-end program. And that would juice me. It would make me about a little bit more than I make now, but it would be even more fulfilling. Because I'm like the little guardian angel that pops in, twists them in and out, and leaves them all
Yeah.
They have, and then they just go off into the world, little butterfly. And I meet them later. I'll see them out in Atlanta, and they'll be like, "Oh, they're like Natalie," and I don't even remember them because it's because I only saw them one time. And they're like, "I'm a CEO of my company now. I make my employees make over $100,000. I'm a multimillionaire thanks to you." And I'm like, "What?" I don't even do what you're talking about. So I this is what happens. I meet people and I don't remember them anymore, and they're telling me these amazing stories that happened to them. People will email me years later, go, "Natalie, you were right about everything." Da, da, da. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I know. I mean, I only know for the room because I saw a hypnotherapist. Broadly speaking, I saw a hypnotherapist like what in 2024, and it changed my life. And I love that you just said butterfly because do you know there was a white butter? It was in my it was a Zoom, right? And the way the computer was, she could see out the window behind the couch I was laying on.
Oh,
She said throughout the entire session there was a huge, beautiful white butterfly.
shut up.
And she's like, Kristen, I've never seen this in all of my sessions. And she's done thousands of sessions. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. So then I come to find out that day was my grandma's birthday.
Oh, wow.
And the
Wow.
next day, my mom texts my uncle, my sister, and me, oh my gosh, I was playing in the garden and there was this huge, beautiful white butterfly. And she's like, I think that's grandma visiting. And I'm gonna have chills upon chills upon chills. Like I immediately go and tell my hypnotherapist, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She's so guided, you're so loved. Like, oh, the whole message from my therapy was shine my light. I
Oh,
bring
see.
my light
Shine.
to make others feel more comfortable. And it was doing the opposite and then also constricting myself. So yeah.
And you know what? You know one thing about people that are shining right now or like getting permission to shine is that some of them feel like they've been scolded in the past about, hey, don't you know people are suffering in the world? You need to keep it down. Da, da, da. But if you think about it, wait a minute, you're asking me to dim my light in front of darkness?
Mhm.
Really? That doesn't make much sense, does it? But that's exactly what the old tonality of that is. Hey, there's darkness in the world, dim your light. Oh, no, 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 we're not in that place anymore. If there's darkness in the world, shine on, baby, with your bad self, you know what I mean? It's like this is the time
Yeah.
for us to raise how do we help someone in darkness? How do we help someone far away in darkness? By uplifting our own vibration, our own field. That's how we contribute to humanity, you know? Even bigger than sending
Yeah.
$100 somewhere. It's better that you anchor in your own joy, your own purpose, your own upliftment. Because if everybody did that, our little puzzle pieces would come together and just rise the net right up.
Yes. Yes. I love it. I love so much about it. Okay. Well, I want to tell before we don't need to wrap anytime soon, but
Sure.
I want to talk about the hypnotherapy in case people watching do want the sessions, and then I want to talk about what else you're doing.
Sure.
But how do they find you if they do want a session? And are you still doing 5-hour sessions, or are you doing less than 5 hours?
So I've always done for 16 years 5-hour sessions because that's part of our training and actually it is a lot of fun for but it's not it doesn't feel like 5 hours. Like I just show up and it's organic. It usually goes between 4 to 5. Last week one guy was 7.5. We didn't even know. We didn't even know. We looked up and we're like, shut up, because we were just present, man. I only do one a day so it can just be. We just hold space for the inside out unfoldment. And so, yeah, so, one lady actually 2 weeks ago was only 3.
Hmm.
So it's we just hold, they come in, we don't drag it out. We
Yeah.
just show up and it unfolds beautifully. So it's usually 4 to 5. So am I doing that? Yes. I also been offering, but see, most people, I think they understand that it's 4 to 5 hours. The people that are looking for this service, because that's kind of how it's, marketed. Most people, if they are like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to pay a lot of money. I'm like, well, you could do the mini version, and I have done the mini version, which is 2.5. I've only done that a few times. It's worked fine. But they don't get the full they get the answers, but they get the answers, but they don't get to have how to embodiment and how to use it. They don't get they're really like literally like clear. They go out in the world. So they get what they pay for in a sense, they don't, they get like, what I just receive. I go, here, well, read this recording. And
Yeah.
sometimes they may not trust it as much because they haven't had the full, thing, but I'm like, just trust it. They have to do what I say and not hang out with me. So I do find that the 5 hours is the, is this full circle. I can tell you that. And the shorter version, it does work and it does give you what you need, but it doesn't sometimes feel like you're really alone in the newness of that. So,
Well, mine was
yeah.
like, I don't want to quote it in case she's watching it, and I love her.
Yeah.
I think it was 90 minutes or 2 hours. So it was, and that, because ever since I met you, I'm like, whoa, Natalie, like, and I always say to her, girl, you got to raise your prices. This is crazy. This is crazy. Because I remember buying it. I thought I was going through bankruptcy. So this is kind of why I was like, I
Yeah.
have to do this. And then I was like, I'm hyper aware that because I even had the thought, now I was fixating on the thought. And now my own thoughts were going to create this is
Yes.
reality.
All the things that why you should think that thought. Yeah.
And and I'm gonna say I was gonna assume it was like 5,000 or more, and I'll never forget it was like 1,500 or something, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, credit, like I don't have it, but take my money. This has
That's
got."
what the guy from San Francisco said last week. That's why he goes, Nellie, I'm getting a hotel. I'm flying out an airplane. I'm getting a rental car because I was only a grand. He's like, oh, shut
Oh
up. I
my
thought it was
god,
going to be, because I thought it was going to be 2 to 5 grand. And so he flew out.
yeah. I mean, the gifts, and so that's also we'll wrap. It's just like, how do people find you? Because then I want to say something. How do people find you?
So they'll go to my website, quantumhealingsynergy.com right now. Quantum Healing Synergy, SYNERGY.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put this in the thing. Okay. There.
And I have a LinkedIn too.
There's your website. There's your website, right? You see the
Yeah.
website? That's it. Okay.
Actually, I don't see it shared on the screen if that's what you mean. But I do see oh yeah, thank you. I see the
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you.
on it's just okay. Yeah. Okay. So go there for a session with Natalie. And I understand why at 2 hours, because I feel amazing, but also I could see why doing it yearly would be like I almost feel like it's not the only session. And I wonder, having known you so long now, is if it's because we got deep, but then there was layers we could have gone deeper. But I also understand that in your newer offer, like how you're evolving, this will still be part of it, but it's kind of like working with clients for longer. So tell us about that, because I can buy into the idea that I would want connection to you for longer if you've just taken me, if you facilitated this journey for myself, and then I come out of it like, oh my gosh.
You do. I get to witness it all day long. So what normally happens, 3 out of 4 of my clients they journey into 2 past lives, and it's not for entertainment. It's to tell you more about who you are, why you like the things you do, why you came here to experience certain programs, how you're not a victim, how you design this, how powerful you are, how you're a creator, not born to be a reactor in your life. And I mean, I'll give you a quick example. This is just a funny one that just happened a couple of days ago. This really high executive, kind of tall, like 6'3" guy came in, and he lay down, and he next thing he knows, his first words to me are, Natalie? I go, yeah. He goes, I think I'm really tall. I go, what makes you say that? I can see over the trees. I'm like, maybe he's a giraffe. And when I walk, the ground shakes a little. I'm like, what are you, King Kong or something? He goes, I don't know, because you just drop in and look out the eyes of the entity. And he goes, I go, well, look down and see what you are. He looks down and he goes, oh, I'm a T-Rex dinosaur. He goes, I got the little, like this with and he could see his nose go, I came here for some meaningful stuff, and I'm a stupid what the heck? And I go, you're a T-Rex? I go, shut up, you're my first dinosaur, man. You're my friend. Bless his heart, he spent the next 40 minutes in the lifetime as a dinosaur. And you could just see his mind going, what does this have to do with me? And so I always ask, the mind can't figure out why you're being shown these lifetimes. It can't. So I say, don't try to analyze it. I'll get the answers later. So later on, I asked the subconscious, why did you show him his lifetime as a dinosaur? And the subconscious comes through and it says, he's a 6'5" black man, heavyset black man living in the South. all his life, he's been taught to blend in, kind of like lean in when he's talking to people, not stand out. He's always the biggest thing in the room. And he always looks for a way to accommodate and just kind of mix in. But now that he's getting older, he's trying on his stature and now he feels arrogant and egotistical and, oh, and ridiculously overpowering. And he can't hold that. So he doesn't know how to be in his body. So he was shown the frequency and the embodiment of the T-Rex, he's the biggest thing on earth no matter where he goes, but he doesn't have arrogance about it or cockiness or feel conceited. And he doesn't bow to the others like, sorry, 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 I'm so big to the other. He just is. But he didn't have that until now. And now he can leave today and go out in the rest of his life, embodying the understanding and the download, comfortably know how to be himself in the world. And I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
So stuff like that, that's just the past life. But then people come with a list of questions like, how do I, and why did I? And, so then they get all the questions from their subconscious too. And they just channel themselves from a higher vantage point. And the lifetimes are really fascinating. I mean, really, because you don't just watch it on a TV, you literally feel it. But there's no pain, there's no danger. My nickname is Sunshine. You think I wouldn't? I'm not a trauma therapist. Where even if you had trauma, you're never going to have anything but positivity. The umbrella under this work is always for the highest good, and it's always beautiful. Otherwise, I wouldn't show up for it for 16 years. Just not my jam. Yeah.
That's bad. Chills upon chills upon chills upon chills when you were sharing the T-Rex and the
Oh,
guy.
there's so many stories. I have so many stories. I had one lady recently call me on a Tuesday. It was my day off. She goes, Natalie, I need an emergency session. I said, it's my day off today. Do you want to come in? She goes, see you in 20. She did literally ding dong. And I was like, well, okay. She literally showed up at my door, and I have a regular door and a glass door. When I opened the regular door, she's on the other side of the glass door. And I was like, whoa, what am I looking at? She's screaming, standing there, beautiful olive skin, but her skin's all pink and coming out of her shirt. She looked like Phantom of the Opera. It's all pink and swollen with scratches and some bloody lines. And she's doing this. I don't know what's going on with you. She goes, I've got hives. I go, how'd you get hives? She goes, I found out I was scared of public speaking. So I enrolled myself in a comedy improv class in downtown Atlanta to make people, get over the public speaking, make people laugh. And this happened, and I'm like hurting myself. And I said, get in here. And I'm like, come on. And I put her in and did my whole little spiel that I do to get her into the hypnosis. And she's laying there. And she goes, her first words are, Natalie. I go, yeah. She goes, I'm this huge dude and I'm laying down. Oh, I think I'm pissed off. I go, you're a huge dude that's pissed off. I go, why are you pissed off? She's like, why am I pissed off? And she's like, got her eyes closed. She's kind of, well, I kind of feel like I'm a burden, like I'm in my son's basement or something. And I go, hey, what just happened? She goes, I'm paralyzed. I go, really? You're paralyzed like all the way? She goes, let me check. I can move my right toe. She goes, can you see? And I go, yep. Well, I see you moving your right toe. Then she goes, Natalie? I go, yeah. I'm paralyzed in this lifetime. What do you mean? When you said you can only see me moving my right toe, my mind checked and I can't move. I think I came here. I think I broke myself. I think we have a situation. I said, no, girl, you can only move your right toe because he can only move his right toe because you're in the experience. And she's like, no, I know. I'm aware. I know that I'm here. I know I'm here for a session. I'm not under. And that's that thing, because you don't go under like in the movies, the entertainment. You go up from the third dimension to the fourth and fifth dimension where now you have access. So she has access to everything. And I go, I know, I bet you feel really clear. She goes, I do. I go, yeah, that's what this is like. You don't realize how clear you are because you're just receiving so much. And you're not usually focused on me. And she's like, not believing me. She's like, Natalie, we will have discussion if this broke me. I'm like, deal, because I know it better than she does. That's her mind. I said, deal. I said, go back to him because there's something there for you. She went through the whole thing. For like 40 minutes, she didn't know that she was really paralyzed or not, which was part of her journey that she was supposed to have. Because I asked her subconscious, because she pulled herself out after I finished the lifetime. I said, why did you show her the lifetime as a guy and you're paralyzed? Said because he was a hard labor worker. And every time he would get hurt, he would punch that part that was hurt, say, buck up, buttercup, I got to get a paycheck. His knee would get hurt, he would slap it. Buck up, buttercup, I got to get a paycheck. Well, she's doing the same thing. Oh, are you scared of public speaking? I'm going to put you on a live stage in front of a live audience, under lights in a big city on stage, and you figure it out. Buck up, buttercup. And I'm like, oh. So she had to lose her body to appreciate her body in her mind. It was just a mind journey. And now she has such reverence for everything her body does. And I said, girl, you got to stand up and look in the mirror because her body got it. Her body got the download that she's going to be careful and love it now, because not only did all the inflammation go down back to her normal coloring, but all the red bloody scrapes and the pink scrapes and completely disappeared.
What?
Erased. Yep. And she was in and out of here in an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, look at that. A short session.
Yeah, because she couldn't hear me. When we were talking, she couldn't hear me. She was screaming. I said, let's just start. Like, just go. Like,
My
no discussion.
God.
You're in pain. Let's go now.
Look at this is so cool. So listen, if you want to book a session with Natalie, I highly recommend it. She's not going to break your bank, and you might be a giraffe or a
Yeah.
or paralyzed, but there will be a point to it.
Yes, there's always a point.
So Natalie's in my Get Booked on Stages free challenge for the week. And where do you speak on stages other than your own podcast and other podcasts?
Not lately. I have not lately, but that's something that I'm very comfortable doing.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
not something I'm afraid of.
That's good. So where are you thinking of using the challenge? Like to get what?
So as far as stages, it's going to be virtual stages.
Okay. Yeah.
That's going to be where I'm going to be comfortable right now. And then moving from that, and then sending out the invitation to express and to partner with the physical. It's just like baby steps, right? But yeah.
I was going to say, go ahead.
I was as a female captain in the Air Force. I was like the only female officer wherever I went. They're all boys, men. And when I went in the squadron officer school, which is the training to become a major, which is the next rank, I won best speaker in the entire battalion, just because I'm comfortable, and the men are just so like self-conscious. And I'm up there. Before I spoke, this is what I did. I was like, hey, everybody have a Coke, there's some snacks, let's go, let's part. And they're like, best speaker ever. Like, let's just make this a party. But I inspired them as well as gave them a little drink and food.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love it. Well, no, you got to use the tools that you have access to. No, I forget what I was gonna.
You were asking about stages and.
I know the keynotes.
Yeah.
Virtual and the challenge.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're doing. Okay, I don't remember, but anyway, that's so fun, so good.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share with us?
Well, I kind of want to share one thing, and that is what I'm going to share this. Do I want to share this? Let me do a little starter kit. The times we're living in may look chaotic to the naked eye, because it actually, to my mother, looks like the darkest times we've ever lived in, because it's being presented out in the media so much, and and you can be confused by that, like, man, and humanity's we're nasty and things. But I want you to understand, vibrationally speaking, that we're actually moving in from the dark ages, a little bit less dark, into the light ages this way, where it's a little bit, and the energies of light that are high and fast, and the energies of darkness are low and slow. So what's happening, and with more light coming in on the planet, and I know that sounds ethereal, but it's actually physics, quantum physics, the fast vibrations that are moving in now are kicking out the darkness. This is darkness that was always there. It was just like we had it inside all of us in some places. And that's why some of us are being like, we can no longer be who we used to be. We're being pulled somewhere, or we're having to, because the darkness is being pushed out of us. And it can feel even like something's wrong, or we're having swelling somewhere weird, or it's just the way that we're being in or we can interpret, but we're actually moving into the most beautiful times. But it may look like darkness. It may look chaotic, because the darkness has got to be pushed out to come into this, to unfold into this new place. And we have much to look forward to, but to our eyeballs, it might look the opposite. And to trust it, be at peace within yourself, and know that it's okay.
That is good. That is good. Yes. Yeah. And then ultimately we can control what we can control, right? So
yeah, absolutely. We get to see our equipment, our eyeballs. They see less than 1% of the spectrum of light. And this is our equipment that we trust. Seeing is believing is a program to keep us in a very limited scope. It's actually, it's like you've heard the expression where you look at a mirror and you're asking the mirror to smile before you there. Seeing is believing, then you'll smile. It's like, so once you understand frequency, vibration, and energy, you realize that you tune to the channel,
Yeah.
and if something's coming up in fear, it's for you to look at and let it go.
Right.
Look at it and go, look at me. I've been playing that card this whole time, and that came from a survival program. No judgment on you. Yay, you for using that to be safe in the world till now.
Mhm.
We don't need survival programs anymore. That this is a new now moment. And our mind goes, yeah, but I have so much evidence. But the evidence is from the darker times. We're in a new space. Don't let the mind give you evidence of old now moments. And this is a new now moment, brand new now moment right now.
Yeah, that's so good. This is why I just love this stuff, because even the lady I was talking to yesterday, she's like, I am satisfied, I am enough, and I am
Yeah.
fearless. Like, these are three things that I am working on for myself, because I want to be safe. And I used to say worthy, but what did she say? I am safe and available to receive truckloads of money,
Yeah.
to be able to call it in. Oh, that's what I was going to say is like, I asked this platform I'm going to teach you guys about, that she taught me. Should I focus on keynotes? Right? Is it in my highest good right now? Because I knew I had this challenge coming up. And it said, for me, it said, not necessarily asking, looking for them, but to receive them. So again, there's that same
Oh,
concept of like,
yep. Yep.
100x your influence, blow up your social proof, borrow the credibility and the testimonials from others, and the stages, virtual or in person, that you're meant to speak on will find you.
And especially for women, I say it's time to own our magnificence.
Mm,
Because we've been the healer, helper, uplifters of humanity for so long, and like subordinate, like we don't need the we don't need that we feel like that's ego or whatever. No, it's time for the. In fact, even though I'm not super religious, I'm more in the spiritual identification. I still love that they were like the meek will inherit the earth. Well, who are the meek? The meek are the beautiful, kind sweethearts, the beautiful, big-hearted helpers, the people that are out there in the world trying to make it a better place. And it's time for us to bring all our power back, especially if you're an empath. Bring all your energy back and support you.
mm,
You're the one who has to hold space. Your reflection will change lives just by being yourself.
don't you guys just get the chill? There are people still watching this live, and I just want to shout out to everybody on all the channels who are watching this. Like, you are captivating, Natalie. I know they are not here for me, they are here for you. And I just want to say thank you. Was there one other thing we were going to talk about?
I don't think we had a list.
We didn't,
We
but like in the last 10 minutes, it was like, oh, also, we had no plan.
No
10
plan.
minutes before, I was like, this is where you're showing up.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, where do I go? How do I get on? What is this? Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
right. That's
Okay.
how it is with. I like that, Krista. That's really good.
That's good. Yeah, you're good. Well, thank you, Natalie. This is so fun. It fills my cup. And
Me too.
if you want to book a session with Natalie, I left it there, quantumhealingsynergy.com. You don't even need to say Kristen sent you, because it
do
doesn't matter.
you? High five all around. Yeah.
Yeah.
High five all around.
All right. Well, I'll see you very soon in Long Beach, California.
I'll see you soon.